Welcome to Thailand News Update from sunny Hua Hin. Behind me is the train tracks leading to the Hua Hin train station that we took to get here yesterday. Now, a quick note regarding Hua Hin is that the vibe is relatively similar to Bangkok, with not too many tourists and all locals complying to the mask mandate here. So if you're concerned with mask wearing and social distancing, then consider Hua Hin to be a safe place that you can go to relax. Anyhow, that was a quick update on Hua Hin. Let's get into more of Thailand's news. Thailand's tourism officials want to end all entry restrictions for vaccinated travelers by June 1st. 32 university students are facing criminal charges for hazing, and updates on Songkran festival. All that and more coming up. Thailand's tourism officials want an end to all entry restrictions for vaccinated travelers by June 1st. That means no quarantine, no test and go rules, no sandbox zones, no COVID-19 tests. A plan to gradually lift restrictions over the next few months, leading up to the removal of all restrictions by June 1st, has been drafted by the Tourism and Sports Ministry. The proposal will need discussion and approval by the CCSA. If the number of daily new COVID-19 infections remains steady during the Songkran holiday from April 13 to 15, April 13 to 17th if you count the weekend, then the ministry will move forward and propose the plan to the CCSA. Under the ministry's plan, the on-arrival PCR COVID-19 test will be replaced with a rapid antigen test or ATK starting May 1st. The faster test with results back in minutes means travelers will no longer need to book a room at an approved hotel to self-isolate while they wait for the results, a major stumbling block for prospective travelers, it seems. If the change in on-arrival testing is approved, and if there is no spike in the infection rate, then the ministry will make another proposal to the CCSA to lift all restrictions for fully vaccinated foreign tourists. There's full details about the plans on the Thaiger.com, and you can also add your comments at Thaiger Talk. A total of 32 university students in Thailand's Isaan region are facing criminal charges for brutal initiating or hazing, where a first-year student died after being beaten. Of those students, 7 of them have reportedly confessed to using excessive violence against the student and are facing criminal charges of colluding in physical assault, causing death, and assault. First-year students at the Ratchamankala University of Technology Isaan in Nakhon Ratchasima were said to have taken 19-year-old Patyot Prem Chonpakdi to a rice paddy field off campus where he was told they were going to play football. The 19-year-old was forced to undress, drink excessive amounts of alcohol, sing, and then was punched in the stomach and chest. When Prem lost consciousness and couldn't breathe, the students took him to the hospital, but Prem died before he arrived. More than 60 people were questioned about the hazing incident by second-year students. University officials are discussing penalties for the students involved in the incident, such as expulsions for those directly involved. Checking out the latest on Songkran, it's actually the official Thai New Year and is the largest of Thailand's many traditional festivals. Known for huge water fights as well as more traditional water blessing ceremonies, Songkran has been celebrated for centuries and is rich in culture and tradition. But this year, the celebrations are going to be somewhat subdued due to the government's COVID restrictions. We won't know exactly where you can celebrate or if alcohol will be allowed at all, or if you'll need to wear a face mask until a bit closer to the events. We'll be publishing a full list of celebrations as we get closer to the festival. Over the weekend, the Bangkok Metropolitan Authority said that they would be organizing official Songkran parties around the city. But they were conflicting details on exactly what you'd be able to do. Other parts of the country will also be organizing some sort of official celebrations, but there's no doubt the activities will be subdued for 2022.
Isn't it time for you to come back to the islands? Phuket is open and it's never looked better. Choose your trip to your favourite island with 5-Star Marine. Go to 5starmarinephuket.com.
Thailand is heading for another current account deficit as prospects for international travel into Thailand becomes less likely as the number of COVID cases globally starts to creep up, the ongoing war in Ukraine, and oil and energy prices soaring. The net oil importer may post a shortfall of $4.6 this year from a previous estimate surplus of $5.8 billion in the current account. Three of Thailand's largest banks also expect Southeast Asia's second largest economy to post a second consecutive year of deficit for the first time since 1997, saying that the conflict in Ukraine will affect Thailand's current account given its high reliance on imported energy. They also say there are also potential second-round effects on the way, prompted by the sudden fall of Russian tourist arrivals and a potential increase in global freight costs. The prospects for the baht also look grim as it's lost more than 3% against the US dollar since Russia invaded Ukraine, with a widening current account gap and interest rate differences between the US and Thailand. Thai tourism officials are also admitting that without Chinese or Russian tourists, any prospect of a big rise in tourist numbers for the rest of 2022 will be unlikely. An employee working at a night shift at a guest house in Pattaya fell asleep at the reception counter and woke up to find valuables missing from the lobby, which are said to be valued at a total of 160,000 baht. Yikes. The 49-year-old staff member filed a report to police and provided surveillance camera footage showing a tall man dressed in all black with sandals entering the lobby and grabbing cash and valuables, like gold necklaces. The suspect is still at large. The staff member says the thief ran off with 54,870 baht in cash as well as gold necklaces and rings. The CCSA has reported 25,164 new cases of COVID-19 with 80 new deaths. According to the latest reports, there are currently 237,128 in care and 24,770 released from care within the past 24 hours. You're all caught up now with today's news from the Thaiger. Now, if you want to join the conversation, feel free to drop by our Thaiger Talk forum to comment on any articles on our news website. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep up with all the latest news around Thailand. And click on the boxes here to watch other interesting shows that we have lined up for you here. It's Natty from the Thaiger. Sawadee ka.
Join the conversation and have your voice heard. Discuss the issues, share information, and get information. Thaiger Talk is where you keep in touch with everything Thailand. Go to thethaiger.com/talk.